Welcome back, everyone, to another week of Word of Mouth, talking mental health, relationships, career goals, friends, etc. Y'all know the deal. So let's hop right into it. This first post is this week in general, we're gonna be talking about parenting and the best way to go about it, even if you are together or aren't together, just how to handle situations. So the first thing we're going to discuss is this post right here. The most annoying thing a dad can do is ask a mama why she told the kid no, and in front of the kid. Like, what the fuck, bro? So that's a no-go in any regard, because even if you don't agree with it, you don't disagree with the parent in front of the children. Ever, because all you're giving the child to do is undermine the parent in the future or long term, or even in the interim where you're not around, because the message you're sending to the child is that this parent is incapable of making competent decisions. And then even if, let's say, that other parent is wrong and you correct them in person, they're automatically going to get on the defensive. They're going to be like, whatever I say goes, and this is how it's going to be. Now y'all got a clash and argument between each other. Versus if you have the conversation in private, then it's like, okay, I understand what you're coming from, and you're giving that other parent the out to apologize to that child, so then that child can know and understand that, okay, my mom or dad can be accountable and admit what they're wrong too, teaching that child multiple lessons. And they never had to know that y'all even ever had a disagreement in that regard. But in the same token, do not ask a parent more of what you're going to do. For example, you don't want your child listening to cursing and this or that. Don't be listening to cursing and vulgar music if you don't want the other parent to do it either, even as a step parent, because it's like you're sending a message like, it's okay if I do it, but it's not okay if you do it. It's like sending a message saying whatever I say goes, and you just have to follow along with it. And that's the terrible message to send as well, because then it'll come to a point where that step parent or even that real parent will like, well, shit, I don't want to deal with either one of y'all anymore, because it's like, what's the point? If you're just, it's a control issue thing. So don't do that either. Like, don't put yourself in a position where it's like whatever I say goes, because then you'll be looking like why the person doesn't want to deal with your kid or tolerate your kid is because, like, well, shit, you just gonna make all the rules and you're trying to make it seem like I'm incompetent. This is another thing too. Parents feel like people without kids just don't know what to do with kids, or don't have any understanding of kids or anything of that happen. And it's a lot of parents that do that, and it's so patronizing and condescending. No, just like you are a parent, you learning every day, they're learning about it too. People think kids are just this own entity, and in some cases they are, but they're still a human and a person too. All you have to go off is your past experience, and all that person has to go off is their past experience too. So don't think because you have kids that the other person just doesn't know what they're talking about at all, because that can be that's definitely could be a wrong approach too. Because there are certain things that's just, it is what it is. Some things aren't just like kids' nature; it's human nature to do. And the second post is just pretty kind of much reiterating what I've been saying. I fully believe in correcting your partner, but in private, don't publicly embarrass me ever. She said me, but in general, just don't do that to your partner. Don't embarrass them. Don't undermine them. Don't be patronizing or condescending in any type of way. Because all it's going to do is drive a wedge to say, hey, I think you're not capable of handling this, or undermining them. And then what'll happen is that person won't want you doing anything for them, or even think your advice is credible, because it's like, well, all you do is think everything I say is wrong or stupid. So that's all I got for this week. Short post. Like and subscribe to our channel. This is Word of Mouth. Peace. Getting a lot of questions about the hats and the gear and whatnot. So hats will be available at wordofmouthproductions.co. You can find different varieties of hats. I have release hats every so often, just a couple. Some colors are consistent, some aren't, so they'll be exclusive. Working on more content, so some hats will be content exclusive and be for a limited time. Right now, the colors I have are like the distressed jean, the black. Got a couple pink, yellow, the ponytail hats, the khakis, and the hunter green. Beanies coming soon, so just link down below in the description, or if you're looking for a custom type of color or hat, just email me and we can work something out. This is word of mouth. Peace.